This anime begins where we can see a mysterious girl talking with a nude girl. This naked girl is frozen, and there is no sign of life. This frozen girl is adorable to her and she wants to fulfill her desires that she can't do. To meet her wish, she wants to look at the strongest boy to whom she was talking. Today is Rimuru's academy's last day, and he got a call from Yuuki. Watching his call, he guessed Yuuki had a task for him. He has no choice except to meet with him because he is a chairman. As Yuuki approaches the bar, she already has a foolproof plan in place. But Rimuru is smart enough to read his clever expression. He has started talking about her busy schedule. Yuuki, on the other hand, already knows he is free this summer and knows how to entangle him. Yuuki draws his attention by delivering information about the Kingdom of Coleus. This is the kingdom where the battle occurs between Crown Prince Satoru Coleus. His rival is his own younger brother, Princess Lan. In response, Yuuki takes a break and insists he cooperate with him. After that, he can tell him complete information. Yuuki himself assumes Rimuru will respond positively before Rimuru gives a response. Rimuru's mouth is wide open as he stares at him. He doesn't remember that he has given him approval. However, he wants to know information, so he prefers to listen. Instead of fighting for throne, Princess Lan has taken up the guild's master's side, and guilds has separated themselves from HQ by taking the side of Princess Lan. Also, they can't interfere in this matter. Thus, Rimuru believes that he will appoint him to kill the prince. But Yuuki has other plans which suit Rimuru's abilities. As part of Yuuki's task, he will spy on both princes, which is his favorite job. Despite this, he doesn't give a positive response, because he loves it when the chairman insists that he do this. As expected, Yuuki gives him a shoulder massage to try and convince him. Just then, another person arrives with a girl and inquires about Rimuru's schedule. Before he replies again, Yuuki interrupts and reveals she is moving tomorrow. This is also a new thing for Rimuru. However, Rimuru can't interrupt Yuuki in front of him. By getting his approval, this person has given him all the information about what he will do there. According to Rimuru, this person should hate him. But how can he hate a person who has saved his family? Saying this, he has given him a new name, Satoru, and also information related to this mission. Because whatever he will do, there is no concern with Rimuru. After that, they move to the bar, where Paulo is already waiting for them. But he is talkative and has too much flattery. In this mission, he is going to be the assistant of Rimuru, and that is going to be a problem for Rimuru in the future. Paulo has given many tests to become a rank adventurer, and this test also takes him to this level. At the same time, Rimuru became worried that they shouldn't talk about this matter in this public place. But soon, he realized there was soundproof magic. And the person who has performed this magic is the barkeeper. Not only this, Yuuki has prepared another shock for him. In this mission, Rimuru will lead, and Paulo has no objection, because he has too much belief in his chairman. Paulo has no manners to communicate with Nobel. Thus, it's better to keep Rimuru in charge. The following day, they are set on their journey and spend the night in a luxurious place. But Paulo, who is a punk, has no money. He is relying on Rimuru, and Rimuru can't do anything except tolerate him. Later they are in the carriage, which is dragged by Ranga. It's a sandy area where monsters and bandits can appear. As he expected, a poison lizard appeared, and Paulo was ready to obliterate him. Without knowing about his rival abilities, he wants to knock off this monster with a single punch. But Rimuru has realized this monster is B rank, whose unique ability is acidic poison. Before he can become aware of it, Paulo strikes him with a powerful punch. He has beaten the monster, but he is crying for his eyes, because acid has spilt in his eyes. Rimuru, who can't see anyone in pain, has rectified this by pouring medicine into his eyes, and he asks him to sit on his knees. When he doesn't, then Rogan roars at him and asks him to obey his master. When he sits, Rimuru advises him to avoid a hasty decision. After that, they take a rest by lighting up the fire. Here, Rimuru gives him a wooden stick and medicine as a self-defense. By doing so, Paulo has started praising him a lot, and Rimuru is thinking not to give him these. Late at night, they have arrived in Habria, where they move to Ulamath's sister's house. She thanks him for curing her sister and introduces herself. Before she completes her introduction, Paulo has given another blunder by interrupting her. She asked her guard to show his room. As a result, they have dragged him from here. Chiffin takes him to his husband, Barak, who waits for him. When he arrives at the dining table, Rimuru inquires about his mate. But Barak clearly says that he lacks manners, that's why he can't allow him to accompany them. However, they have provided him with food, and that's enough for him. Rimuru knows that by having food, he will be pleased. So, they come to the point where Barak thinks that he has arrived here to take Chiffin. But Rimuru clears his motives, and they decided not to interfere in his task. Rather, Barak assures him to help him. To get inside the palace, he offers to take the prince. Rimuru knows that will be a great risk. Therefore, they don't insist and give another suggestion, in which he needs to look at the younger princess of the crown princess. She is sick, and he can get a pass by rectifying her. So, Rimuru has decided to act upon it. Before going with Chiffin, he assigns Paulo the task of moving the guild tavern and gathering information. When Paulo goes then, Rimuru sends Sui and Benimaru to extract information. And he also gave them the task of guarding Paulo, because he knows Paulo can't do anything except create difficulties for himself. Nevertheless, Chiffin takes him to the palace so that he can examine her. While going there, they encounter Palak Physicine. This physician looks like a villain more than a doctor. Meeting with Chiffon, he greets her and also offers to examine her. But she elegantly declines and introduces Rimuru. When she introduces him as a healer, he becomes angry. Because how physician enter this palace when he is already there? To complain about it, he moves to Your Highness. On the other hand, Chiffon ignores him as if he is trash. She enters Princess Zenobia's room, who has recognized Chiffon with her eyes. There is a problem with Zenobia that she can't see right now, and Rimuru is here to help her out. Rimuru takes her permission to examine her, but she warns him not to give her pain because she doesn't like it. Before getting near to her, he examines her, because she is looking healthy to him. But it's all a result of makeup because she is not enough. To get near, he checks her vein, and then he finds no abnormality. So, he needs to analyze the blood where he has found extreme malnutrition. This disease is not a big deal. It can be cured with Apitos honey. According to the report, he has provided her with Apitos honey, and asked her to take it with the meal. Princess Zenobia hesitates to take it because its taste can be bitter. But when she tastes honey, it is delicious. And after that, she can see Chiffon.